Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata-sevayā. Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanaya Stadhama Vrindavanam. Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Vakalpita. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramāṇamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahān. Śrī Caitanya-Mahāprabhur-matamidam Tatradharana para. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna-pristhaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti-vedanta Swamin-niti namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for taking out your most valuable time to read, hear, and study Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam together. We are reading Canto 10, Chapter 36, which is entitled The Slaying of Arishta, the Bull Demon. That's the part 1 of that chapter. And the next part is when Narada Muni comes to the kingdom of Maharaj Kamsa and starts to share about that the people, the boys who have been killing all the great demons sent by you were none other than Krishna and Balram, and those were actually the sons of Vasudeva and Devaki. So this is a kind of an overview of this second half of the chapter which we have been reading. So we read this part. Narada Muni comes and gives the news to Kamsa. And this is an AI generated summary, which was very helpful sometimes. So Kamsa got very furious and he said, "Oh, this demon Keshi, you go and put these two people behind the bars, tie them again, and let's do a plot. Let's do a conspiracy, and let's call them for a match. Call Chanura Mushtika, who are very, very powerful, like the world heavyweight champion, and then these two boys who are tender, whose lotus-like petal-like arms and fingers, how will they fight with these? So basically, on the disguise of a wrestling match, you kill them. That's the plot which was created, and we have read so far. Erect a wrestling match, etc. And let's bring all the people. So let's read further. Maha Mahamatra Tvaya Bhadra Rangadwari Upaniyatam Dvipa Kovalya Pido Jahitina Maha Mamahito. Translation by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. You, elephant keeper, my good man, should position the elephant Kuvalya Pida at the entrance to the wrestling arena and have him kill my two enemies. So he's plotting different ways to kill Krishna and Balaram. So Kuvalyapida was very, very powerful elephant. And Kamsa would fight different kings and he would get the best. Somewhere queen, somewhere this elephant, very mighty. Oh, I'll take. Like Ravana mentality. Ravana, he took the what is the golden Pushpak Viman from his, own cousin. He took so many queens from different kings. He took the golden palace from Kuvera. So Kamsa also, these were like his medals, you can say. Kuvalyapida, the elephant he had was very, very powerful. It was like a medal for him. When the child wins a competition, so when Kamsa would win over other kings, he would get these trophies. For my prosperity, elephant keeper placed the Kuvalyapida strategically at the entrance. Ahitau. So Kamsa is saying these, they are not my hita. Hitkari nahi hai mere liye. They don't want my hita. In short, they want to kill me. Krishna is the most dear friend to everyone. But he reciprocates in the way someone wants. If someone wants to kill him, he'll reciprocate in that. Even Putana came to kill Krishna, but Krishna was a friend to her also, gave her a position. Even all these Agasur, Bakasur, Takasur, Dinaskasur, all these Asuras, Krishna thought of their good and gave them the liberation. But unfortunately, people or demoniac mentality makes us think that God is our enemy. This is very important point. He is thinking God, Krishna is my enemy. Kill those two enemies of mine. Mine. Did Krishna go and cause inconvenience to Kamsa at any point? Never. It was Kamsa who was sending hundreds of Rakshasas and Rakshasis. Was it Ram who went and disturbed Ravana? No. Even till the very end point, Lord Ram said, if you return Sita, still you fight is over. You peacefully rule your kingdom. We have no interest in your kingdom. But the inimical mindset, the Ravana mindset, the Kamsa mindset, the inimical mindset considers Krishna and his devotees to be enemies. The one who does hita for everyone. It is mentioned that there is no more better friend in this world than the Supreme Personality. Prabhupada quoted this. There is no greater friend than Krishna in this world for anyone and everyone. But demoniac mindset makes us think that he is our enemy. Because uncontrolled mind is the worst enemy. So it's what comes as mind only, it was uncontrolled, which made him think Krishna is his enemy. Any other thoughts here? Okay, we'll move on. 26, anyone wants to read? Mataji, you want to try?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Did you say?
Would you like to?
I can try.
Yeah, please.
Arabhyatam dhanuryagas chaturdashyam yatha vidhi vishasantu pashun medhyan bhutarajaya medushe. Hare Krishna. Synonyms as well, Prabhuji. Translation or
Translation.
translation. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Commence the bow sacrifice on the Chaturdashi day in accordance with the relevant Vedic injunctions. In ritual slaughter, offer the appropriate kinds of animals to the magnanimous Lord Shiva. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. The Kamsa is making a whole plan. Arrange a festival, arrange the pandal, and arrange the elephant, do this bow sacrifice, etc. And as we know that there are, animal sacrifice was done in the previous times. It's not meant for this day and age. So this day and age is the Yuga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan, where the animal-like propensity within our heart can be killed and slaughter that propensity, because there is the animal within. So, in short, Chaturdashi day was the day. This all is happening on the 11th day, when he gave the orders to everyone to start prepping. 12th day was the day when Keshi went, and Akrura also started the journey. So 13th, and then Chaturdashi is the 14th day when Akrura was supposed to bring back for this whole festival. So let's see further. Rameshwar Chakravarti Thakur, for my prosperity. Here, for my prosperity, you should behead some goats, offer them to Lord Shiva, Bhuta Rajaya. Bhutnath, Lord Shiva is called Bhuta Rajaya, the Lord of the ghostly spirits. He's also called Char Achar Guru in the 4th canto, we see, because he is the guru of everyone who will try to make ghosts as their disciples. Will anyone like to try to go to preach to crematorium and try to give Bhagavad Gita message and Krishna Katha there? Will anyone try? Wants to? They said, no, we don't want to go and talk about Gita at the crematorium or in the Shamshan Ghat, right? We are scared and we just, do the business, come back. And that's fine. But Lord Shiva is so compassionate. He accepts those people also. He is the Lord of the ghostly spirits also. He's the Midhushe, giver of benedictions. Ashutosh, also this word comes. He can be easily pleased, easily. He is happy. So, this reminds me of the story of Mirabai. Mirabai in her, previous, or I've heard that she was about to be married and she heard that so many goats will be killed for her marriage. She ran away. She didn't want to see this slaughter. In her previous life, it is said that this happened. So as devotees, this animal sacrifice, even till date in many religions, this is done. It is not the right thing. And it's specially condemned. Someone can say, well, it's mentioned in the Vedas. Yes, it is mentioned in the Vedas, but how? How is it mentioned? It has to be done by the proper qualified people. Following all the rules and regulations. And there are scriptures which are for the people who are in the mode of goodness. There are scriptures which are meant for the people in the mode of passion. And there are scriptures which are for the people who are in the mode of tamoguna or ignorance. So in the scriptures which are are meant to gradually uplift. For example, if someone is smoking 10 cigarettes a day and doing a lot of wrongs, other nonsense things as well, you suddenly say, hey, get up at 5 a.m. and chant 16 rounds and forget about smoking cigarettes. Don't even look at the cover of the cigarette. Will he do that next day? Although it's for his good. Although he's wasting money in buying the cigarette, he's wasting his health in smoking. Although the message is great, but he may not be able to follow it. But if we say, okay, you're smoking 10 cigarettes, can you smoke 2 cigarettes a day? Like Narad Muni also told Mrigari, instead of half killing these people, why don't you fully kill them? Now, killing is sinful. But Narad Muni, the great guru, told, hey, fully kill them. Why? Because the message in the scriptures and by the guru is given based on the time, place, situation, and the capacity of the hearer, how much they can receive. So similarly, yes, there is mention of animal sacrifice in the scriptures, but that's meant for people who are wholesale indulging in animal killing for sense gratification. At least they understand what are they doing. Mamsa, mam masa. That really means that I will incarnate in your body next time. That's really the meaning of mamsa. Hmm? So there are mantras to be chanted that, oh goat, oh whatever that animal is being slaughtered, today I'm killing you for my senses. In next life, I give you the permission to do the other way down. I'll be in your body, you'll be in my body. And an old animal is slaughtered so that they can, in yagyas also, that's for to understand the efficacy of the yagya, so that the old, let's say Ashwamedh Yagya or other, the old horse will get a new body in a better species. So in short, this would help him to go further in the evolutionary journey. So it was not done for selfish reasons. So bow sacrifice. In short, Kamsa is arranging a bow sacrifice here and calling Krishna Balaram on that occasion. Yes, next verse. Mataji, you want to read? She doesn't, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes Prabhu, I can read. प्रभु स्क्रीन थोड़ा बड़ा करेंगे. हाँ.
Oh, is it partially showing up?
It was. I don't see it now.
My photo was coming on one side.
Yes.
Okay, is it better?
Yes Prabhu.
Now it's full screen, huh?
हाँ. Yes Prabhu.
Okay. Very cool.
हरि बोल. इत्यादन्याप्यार्था तन्त्रज्ञ आहु या यदुपुङ्गवम् घृत्वा पाणिना पाणिन् ततो अक्रूरमुवाचः. Translation by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Having thus commanded his ministers, Kamsa next called for Akrura, the most eminent of the Yadus. Kamsa knew the art of securing personal advantage, and thus he took Akrura's hand in his own and spoke to him as follows. So Hare Krishna. So here we see Kamsa has given some commandments to his ministers, and then he called Akrura, and it's mentioned here that he was the most eminent of all the Yadus. And so again the diplomacy is being used here. So he's trying to take advantage, personal advantage, because he knows he's an eminent person. So Kamsa has taken Akrura's hand in his own hands, and then he's going to speak, which will follow. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Please add or correct.
Interesting verse, huh? And quite practical, also many practical lessons. Kamsa knew the art of securing personal advantage. See, cunning, envious, diplomat, you know, we see this in the Bhagavad Gita also, right? Where Duryodhana does this diplomatically and speaks to the Guru, Dronacharya. You remember in the first chapter?
Yes, Prabhu.
Where does this happen?
Where does this
Where
happen?
or how?
When Arjun, in chapter 1, Prabhu, when they're observing the armies, that's when Duryodhan, he has seen like all the formations, like the way all the armies are, and then he's talking to his guru. And I think from what I remember, he's using certain words which are um, like whereby he's trying to um, instigate or make him remember all the wrongdoings
Mm.
of the other party, so Dronacharya will be kind of agitated by that.
Yes. Yes, thank you. He mentioned, look, this Drishtadyumna on the other side. Who trained him? You. And guess what? He has he has taken birth to kill you. You were such a silly person and you trained him. And look, today he's standing. Look at Arjuna. Look at these people. So basically, don't show now familial affection. Like, be pakka, kill them. Mm. So here Kamsa, he is calling Akrura, who is very respectable among the Yadus. So see, intelligence, when used in wrong, will lead to disaster. Like Hitler was very expert in speaking. There are many other such people. People said that Hitler was so expert in speaking that people who heard him ended up doing they didn't want to do. But because they were so mesmerized by his speech and they thought yet what he's speaking is the right thing to do. And there are many such leaders who have great intelligence, great speaking abilities, great manipulative powers, great cunningness. They seem to be harmless, but the intent is very shrewd, selfish, cunning. बाहर से मक्खन बढ़िया लगाते हैं. That's what Kamsa is doing. He's putting held his hand, showing warmth, showing love, showing care, showing I'm your friend, showing you are trustworthy. You know, इसका हाथ पकड़ के, I trust you. I'm giving this important task to you, right? He knows how to manipulate people. Unfortunately, there are people in this world who are expert in these things, and we must be expert or try to do our best. Krishna has given us intelligence, Krishna has given us speaking ability, Krishna has given us, you know, diplomacy in itself is not bad, but when used for a wrong cause, it's bad. Devotees use diplomacy to bring themselves and others to closer to Krishna. But non-devotees use it to bring their ego forefront, to prove I am better, to prove I am great, to show I am the most superior, basically fanning their own ego. Yes, innocent people may fall prey to those. Innocent people may not be able to even understand the difference. But Krishna, we can't cheat him. If someone thinks I can cheat Krishna by my speaking power, by my diplomacy, by my manipulative ways, Krishna is expert. He will shatter all our plans, which Kamsa was making. We'll see near future. So long story short, devotees are simple. Devotees should be simple, not use diplomacy, etc. Especially with sincere devotees. Prabhupada said with cunning people, we have to be cunning, otherwise they'll take advantage and exploit you. But hopefully those situations are rare. So Kamsa here, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur mentions, knows about Artha Shastra, Artha Tantra Jnana, right? The art of securing personal interest and kama, sense gratification. But Kamsa knew nothing about dharma and moksha. See, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These are the four pillars, right? So he knew about artha. And that's for majority also. So artha includes kama also. Dharma, artha, kama. So he knew about dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So he knew about the dharma and kama. Sorry, artha and kama. Wealth and women, in short. Hiranyakashipu, right? The very meaning means gold and opposite gender pleasure. So these Ravana, gold, Sone ki Lanka, and enjoying sense gratification. So all these demons are kind of sharing the same lesson. And these are the two most, Maya comes in many, many ways. I recently, shared a class also in Hindi and had this service. Maya comes in many ways, but two of the most common and most kind of gross also are the women. Women means men, women, for women, men, for men, women, etc. Women are not bad, men are not bad. We are not, talking about all that. But when not dealt properly, it becomes very dangerous. And money. So, artha and kama. Dharma and moksha had no place in his life. So, he used trickery for this. Have we been in situations where we felt someone was taking advantage? Someone was expert in the art of securing personal advantage? Something to introspect and what lessons we learned from there. Someone used their ways, words, actions, behaviors to get personal advantage. And then काम हो गया, then bye bye, tata bye bye. Ravana did that too. Who was that deer? What was his name? Marich? The golden deer? He called him personal advantage by hook or crook. Become the deer, otherwise, I'll kill you. So, in short, we should be careful because if we are not careful, then we may fall victim sometimes. Devotees should be intelligent also and not allowed to be exploited by anyone. Lakshmi Mataji, would you like to read, please? Bho bho dana pate mahyam kriyatam metrimadritaha nanyas hitatmo vidyate bhoja vrishnishu. My dear Akrura, most charitable one, please do me a friendly favor out of respect among the bhojas and Vrishnis. There is no one else as kind to us as you. Wow. मतलब आने पे गधे को भी बाप बनाते. This is like a typical, envious monster mentality. Such kind words he is using. Most charitable one, do me a kind, friendly favor. Out of respect, you are so kind. There's no one as good as you. Buttering, constantly buttering. Flattering. Bho, my dear, Dana, you are most charitable. You are my master, Pate, Dana Pate. Please do. We are friends. You do a friendly favor, Maitrim. Adritaha, with respect. I'm not forcing you. Uh, I'm not punishing you. Out of respect, please do me this kind favor. You're so well known. You are so great. Can we think of other situations where someone did a little bit flattery? Can we call this as flattery? What do you say?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes Prabhu, because I can quote this saying that flattery is one thing that moves even the person who cannot be flattered. One quote out of religious text I can say from Shakespeare, Caesar could not be flattered. So they told that Caesar, you cannot be flattered, and Caesar got flattered. So this is how flattery is used as a manipulative tool by everybody. Hare Krishna.
Interesting. Thank you. Again, devotees use it in a good way. I can think of example of Vasudev. Vasudev used flattery or used kind words towards Kamsa. The situation was very critical. He used kind of similar words. On one hand was Vasudev's wife Devaki. Kamsa, the brother, was holding her hairs in one hand and the sword in the other hand, about to kill Devaki, the wife of Vasudev. Vasudev did everything in his might. He knew by strength he could not win. So he used first kind words. Kamsa, you are such respectable. You are known all over the three worlds. You are so great. You're trying to kill an innocent woman, and that to your own sister. This doesn't befit your glory, right? So he used very kind words. Like here, Kamsa is using, but the intent is to kill. There, the intent was to protect. So it's not that it's itself. See, genuine appreciation is one thing, flattery is one thing. Genuinely, we should appreciate people. We should appreciate everyone. We should appreciate devotees genuinely from the heart. Genuine appreciation is much different from flattery. Flattery means hidden agenda. Flattery means I want to get something done from him or her. But genuine appreciation is selfless and ceaseless. The goal is to genuinely express gratitude or whatever good we see in them. But here, Akrura was being treated very, very nicely so that he does not say no. He does not say no to Kamsa's request, which he has not yet put forward. But right now, abhi makhan laga raha hai, pehle haath pakda, right? You see the physical touch, right? Then kind words. He's speaking. Yes, Lakshmi Mata, you want to read text 29?
Yes, Mata. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Atastvām asrita saumya karya gairava sadhanam yatendro vishnum asritya swartam adhya ghamod vibhuhi. Synonyms: Ata, therefore, Tvam, on you. Asrita, I am depending. Saumya, O gentle one. Karya, prescribed duties. Gaurava, soberly. Sadhanam, who executes. Yata, as similarly. Indraha, Indra. Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Asritya, taking shelter of. Swa Artham, his goals. Adhyagamat, achieved. Vibhuhu, the powerful King of Heaven. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Ki Jai. Gentle Akrura, you always carry out your duties soberly, and therefore I am depending on you, just as powerful Indra took shelter of Lord Vishnu to achieve his goals. Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhuji.
Again, thank you, Mataji, for reading. And this is good leadership for bad intent. So ultimately, it's bad leadership. He's doing all the right things a good leader should do, but the most important thing is, what is the motive? A good leader should empower people. A good leader should put trust. A good leader should glorify others. A good leader should encourage others. A good leader should create more leaders. A good leader should put trust and faith and depend, as he's showing, oh, I depend on you, right? Just as I'm taking shelter, right? Basically, why do you see how Indra took shelter of Lord Vishnu to achieve his goals? So I'm depending on you. Basically, I'm becoming your servant. I need you to help to achieve my goal. So Indra took shelter. So it kind of is giving that example that I am taking your shelter. So you who are expert in executing your duties very nicely, you are very gentle also, Soumya. You will help me to execute this. All the signs of good leadership, but ultimately the foundation is bad intent. So the intent is most important. Why are we doing something? So we can see some principles of good leadership like trust, dependability, kind words, giving empowerment, giving encouragement, making them feel that they are worthy, they deserve it, they are capable, they can do it. All these are good servant. I'm your servant. I need you. Right? Indra saying, Vishnu, I need you. So I need you to help me. When you ask people that I need you to help me, people, generally help. Because typically you become the servant, right? Then they are the master. I don't know how to figure this out. Can you help me? I need some support. People generally are open. But if the agenda, if the intent is good, it becomes wonderful. If the intent is bad, it's like the milk touched by the serpent, it's poisonous. So the intent here is bad. Intent is to kill Krishna. Intent is to this evil, conspiracy behind the scene, Kovalyapidam, and the wrestlers come and kill, and this is evil intent. Any other thoughts anyone has? Okay, text 30. Yes, anyone wants to read?
I can read, Prabhu.
Sure.
Text 30. Gacchānanda vrajam tatra sutavan kada dudandubhe asate tavihanena rathe nanyam machiram. Translation by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Please go to Nanda's village where the two sons of Anandaka Dundubi are living, and without delay bring them here on this chariot. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti gives the following interesting note. When King Kamsa said, "With this chariot," he pointed with his index finger to a brand new attractive chariot. Kamsa thought that since Akrura was innocent by nature, when he saw this fine new vehicle, he would naturally want to drive it and quickly bring the two boys back. But the actual reason Akrura went on a new chariot was that it would have been clearly inappropriate for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to mount a chariot that had already been enjoyed by the wicked Kamsa. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji, I don't understand the context or who is the two sons of Ananka Dundubi. What is that? But Kamsa again, he's kind of enticing Akrura. He thinks that he's going to give the brand new chariot, so it's like a new vehicle. That Akrura will be very happy to kind of travel. Something like somebody gets happy while traveling in a new car. He thinks that it's going to just entice him further to bring those two boys. The two boys he's referring to is Kṛṣṇa Balram, and bring them back. But Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Prabhupada is clearly explaining here that Akrura's reason to utilize that chariot was because it would be just appropriate, because it was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He did not want him to come back on the chariot that was already used and enjoyed by the wicked Kamsa. So it was only appropriate to take a new chariot for him. So, okay, his Vasudev is being referred to as Anaka Dundubi. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Haribol. Please add or correct.
Thank you, Mataji. And why he was called Anaka Dundubi? Because when he was born, the demigods started to play this instrument called Dundubi, like, Nagara band, dang, 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 dang. Like, there was a celestial concert when he was born by the demigods. Why? Because he will be an instrument to bring Kṛṣṇa in this, world. So therefore, they were so happy, out of joy, they were playing that trumpet, those like Dundubi. Therefore, one of his names of Vasudeva is Anaka Dundubi. So Akrura is told, you go, like as Mataji gave example, like in modern day, oh, here's a brand new BMW. Go bring him. Akrura was not interested, and he was innocent by nature. You see, devotees are innocent. Kamsa thought that, oh, yeah, he'll be impressed by getting a brand new car. Oh, yeah, he won't ask too many questions. But it was not the actual reason. Devotees are not impressed by material things. Why he still used that chariot? Because why should, a thing which has been enjoyed by a wicked person is not appropriate for the Supreme Lord or his pure devotees. So similarly, now what is the practical example or relevance here? I'll share some examples here. Some very senior devotees, I'll tell this example. Most materialistic people, almost 99.9%, but even devotees, if you give them a free night in a 7-star hotel, how many will say no? In a great place no taxes, everything is covered. Let's say $1,000 worth for the family. Who will say no? Will anyone say no? Or let's say 5 nights package. Give me some responses. What do you think? Will anyone say no, whether it's India or London or New Delhi or anywhere? A good place, resort, 7-star, ultra luxury, whatever. Who will say no?
Most people won't, Prabhuji.
Most people won't.
I mean, most people won't be able to resist that, I guess.
So mostly everyone will say, yes, I'm ready, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, your devotees are not interested to go there. I'll give you modern example. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Devotees would arrange a nice hotel for him. He said, no, I don't want to stay in hotel. In hotel, many things happen which are inappropriate. The bed, the environment, those things, those that vibration, that vatavaran is not very conducive for a sadhu. Whether it's a 5-star or 7-star hotel, I'll stay in the temple. Even if it's a broken hut. Prabhupada himself, he went to Odisha. His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj was there at that time. There was no temple or anything in Bhubaneswar. There was a small hut. There are many examples and pictures. Prabhupada stayed with Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj in that hut. There was no proper toilet. There was no proper anything. No proper kitchen. Devotees had made arrangement in a government cottage in something so that he gets some comfort. Prabhupada said, no, I'll stay with my disciple. He's a pure devotee. I want to stay with him and I want to be with him. And I want to be at our place. Our place was like a barren land at that time, but it is temple. Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj carried that mood. He was traveling to Europe or Italy somewhere. Devotees arranged a very luxurious hotel. He said, the moment he entered, he said, well, this is no place for a sannyasi. I'll stay in the balcony. That looks more natural, like a hut. There's natural sun, natural air. He stayed there. There was a drain. He took bath with balti and lota over there. So the point here is we can take some practical lessons from every verse. And here the lesson is that Krishna or the Supreme Lord and his devotees don't enjoy what has been enjoyed by a wicked man. So this is also the principle that we don't taste before eating. We should offer thing fresh to Krishna. Another example and practical thing, which sometimes, let's say, some sannyasi is staying at our home, or you are driving him in the car, etc. We should arrange very nice, fresh things for them. We buy something from the outside market. My wife helps me to understand these things. These are more subtle. The people, let's say you're buying a towel, and let's say you are arranging it for your sannyasi guests, etc., who are going to come and stay. And even for your own self, you are a devotee. Don't use, people might have touched that so many times, and it's in the store, let's say Walmart, Macy's, whatever. It's in the store, people might have touched, people might have smelled, it has gone through so many process, chemicals, factories, whatnot. So the idea is to wash it before we use it. Anything we give, whether it's a hand towel, bathing towel, etc., to devotees or guests, or for using for own self, any cloth, new cloth, we should wash it. Sannyasis are sitting in the car, senior devotees are sitting in the car, or on the sofa on the home. Sometimes the sofa, you can't change the cover, right? Like bed sheet you can wash and replace, but you can't change the sofa. So what to do? You put a nice fresh cotton cloth on that sofa. You might have seen that somewhere. Have you all seen, at least we do that? I mean, especially when sannyasis come, we put an orange cloth or on the sofa, etc. Because that sofa has been used by so many people who may not be in that same wavelength and frequency. These are some practical things, I mean, and they're connected to the verse. I'm not saying that it's a devotee's home, so it's not like Kamsa like people, but still, sometimes the kids may spill something, sometimes it may have gone through, so many other people may have come and sit. They may not have the best, following the rules and regulations. So we should do our best to serve them in a nice way so that we don't bring any knowingly, unknowingly anything wrong to them. Is that making sense, or is it getting a little too complex and too much?
It makes sense, Prabhuji, and thank you for sharing all the other information. It's really helpful tips too, in case,
Thank you. Whenever sannyasis sit in our car, we put a sheet, like a fresh sheet on the seat. We have that especially for that purpose. So we should respect their saintliness. They may not ask for it. See, that's the point. But we need to learn how to serve them. It's important. They will be fine even with rice and dal or whatever, even with some soup. But that doesn't mean that we offer them only soup. They may not even ask, but we should do what's best we can. And there are finer things, there are subtler things. They may not say, hey, put a special cloth for me because I am a sannyasi. They are kind and humble, but we should do our best and understand that I am a materialistic grihastha with so many shortcomings. Let me do my best based on Guru Sadhu Shastra. And all these things we learned by whatever I'm sharing is I've seen my seniors do that, and that's how we're learning. This is important. We must do. And it's not too hard or complex, right? This is basic etiquette, but unfortunately, we are getting far away from the basics. We are getting far away from the common sense. So somehow, Akrura didn't want Kṛṣṇa to use a used chariot by Kamsa because of it carries energy. Why do devotees don't eat outside in restaurants and stuff? Although it's simple, maybe rice and dal without onion garlic, still it's not a healthy thing to do. Why? Because the energy is carried. That vessel carries energy, that person carries energy, fire carries energy. So it's not just about onion garlic thing. It's about the energy which is being carried here. So Krura was very mindful to use a new chariot, a fresh chariot. Supreme Lord, how can we use a chariot which carries such negative, wicked Kamsa's energy? No. So therefore, it was not that, oh, no, new BMW, yeah, I'm so excited. Now I'll be. No, that was not the mood. This was the mood. Yes, it's the right thing to do for Kṛṣṇa Balaram. Okay, let's take some thoughts, questions, comments. We'll pause. We'll read next verses in our next class. Any questions, thoughts, comments based on today's discussion? Corrections? Okay, so I guess we will pause here and continue another day on Monday, I believe. So Thank you so much. Grantra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Jagadguru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavrindi ki jai, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya eva cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo. Thank you. Hare Krishna.